It's work, family, and outside. I have different criteria, isn't it?
Outside.
Yeah.
Wow, how did
Outside
that
the gallon
bro,
outside.
how did that go inside? I don't
No,
get
but we are. Let's be honest. We're all young guys.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Young.
Yeah.
I can't lie
Brother,
to
you're
you.
older
No,
than
hold on.
wait.
You know
You're the
Brother.
oldest here.
No, when do you officially? Okay, between you guys, when do you officially enter your Abti stage, your uncle
30.
stage?
We have a podcast called Abti
Yeah,
Podcast.
I know, but
That's why once you hit the 30s, we're up to
we're uncles.
and you don't, especially if you're not married.
Yeah. Okay. At what age do we leave the fuckery? Like we're not allowed in the raves
25.
anymore.
Nah, you're the uncle in the room.
I know
now.
it's. You know what's mental? Like I remember going out as a youngin, yeah, and I'd see like my older cousins in there, innit? And I'd always say to them, "You're
What
too
the hell-
old to
what
be
the
in
hell are
here,
you doing
man.
here?
What you doing here, man?"
Hey?
And then now, bro, I'm
Who
that
you
guy.
saying?
I'm that guy
Who you
in there
saying?
now. I'm that old man.
He
in
did
there.
He's one of them man that back in the days when he was 21 or what, they think he's 30, he's still here.
Yes,
bro.
Still in the
yeah.
club.
Oh,
Everyone
yeah,
dropped
man.
out.
But do you
But
reckon
now
that
it makes sense, innit?
fucking idiot? I'm like, yeah, I can get to that. But listen, at what age genuinely is there an age to like say, do you know what? I'm hanging up the boots and I'm
Do you
never
know what,
going out
yeah?
again.
I'll tell you this, yeah. When we was young, it made sense why there shouldn't be old people in the club because we only saw young people. Nowadays, things have changed. You now go to a club that's just for over 21s or over 25s. So now there's a more they're catering to each.
Yeah,
gender.
they got the day. I
that
think they
make
introduced
sense?
the day parties for the over 30s.
Like now
Yeah.
think
For
about
the 30s with the day
R&B
parties.
and hip hop.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting.
18-year-old.
18-year-olds.
18-year-olds.
Yeah, that's true. It's
I'm
literally,
expecting if anything 40s. Anything between the 30s
At
and 40s.
35, you will see
Yeah.
a 35.
Like because
yeah.
that to them, they would remember
you don't know about
Mario.
old school Mary, sadly.
Yeah,
You don't
they
know
don't know about
old-
them stuff. So they're gonna
Yeah.
be like something. They're gonna be like standing baffed.
Yeah, facts.
Whereas
So-
some other people be like, yo, like for example, a big one that I remember that hit me one time was Chris Brown, yo. Remember that one?
Yeah,
Like, I just remember in school, like you know, it wasn't even YouTube. It was like MTV.
Yeah.
MTV
You're
base.
proper
Yeah.
Sakajan then. I watched it in the living room.
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy.
But a lot. That's why things make me laugh
Yeah.
about YouTube and that, you know, because like I was thinking about this today, like on the train on my way to work. By the way, at 7:30 in the morning. Ya Allah. But I thought about it, I said, bro, back in the days, we didn't know nothing. For instance, I'm on the underground in back in the days. I remember the trains were completely different. It was Baba.
What you mean, as in like what they were like?
Bro, like like on the Victoria line, the trains were like the seats will be opposite themselves.
Or what, knees to knees, almost.
Like no, man could just slap my feet on the thing and just chill like that on the train.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Whereas now it's like on this side. So much things have been developed
Yeah.
and changed.
I was like a Bakelula back in the day, innit?
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? So much, and then you go, bro,
Yeah,
if
proper
you,
loud.
the noises that used to come out, and do you know what? Yeah, because now I started working in construction, but like, there's like a sound thermometer for your ears. Over 80 is bad.
80
8
decibels.
Yeah, but 8 is bad. And I'm thinking, what?
Mm.
They say to me like when we're in construction and whatnot places, they need the headphones
Soundproofing,
on. Yeah,
yeah.
boom. And do you know that the underground is 88 or something like this?
What, decibels?
Yeah,
Get the hell out
I
of here.
swear to you, the underground. But I done it myself.
What, you had your little machine and you
Bro,
measured it?
like,
I said
Back.
Inspector Gadget. He brought out of his trench
yeah,
coat.
The trench coat, yeah.
Because you know what it is. Me, I work as health and safety sometimes, so I
Mm.
got to go into sites and just double check on everything. You get me? How much, how loud the noise is, and they're doing. Like, have they done a risk
So you know
assessment?
all
Gosh.
about rules and regulations and everything and that? And all
Bro,
of that.
alhamdulillah, I don't know how I know it, but I know it.
You know it. You just know.
Do you know what? Yeah, it was quite funny. Like, where's my back rush?
Here we
I'm
go.
so serious.
Here we go. What's it?
You know what? It's
You know when he goes in, I don't know what's going to come out of that bag, to be
like,
honest.
I came ready for this.
Oh my God. Put that on. I beg you, put that on. This has to be a placeholder.
I swear to you, I came in
My
ready for
goodness.
this one.
The high vis.
Guildford and Sons.
That's it.
This was for today's workplace. Gilmore, great company. If you lot see any advertisement, you know.
That's it. Alright, sponsor us, please, because we need some sponsors.
Man got money as well. One of the projects I'm on.
Yeah. So
Anyways, going back to this, you know.
yeah, go on.
I wanted like, cause I get a lot of people like that ask me, yo, like I want to get into construction, like labourer, groundwork, fucking forklift, all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my thing is, I jumped onto construction in COVID.
Was that the first ever time that you? So you basically didn't
I've
study,
never in my life, I never done a cupboard.
not even an IKEA like flat pack.
Nah, bro, I don't do that. I'll get
Damn.
someone £20.
That makes sense. For
Like,
who you are, that makes
Does
sense.
that make sense for you?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
because
Yeah,
bro,
that's-
I'm more
yeah.
He lifted
brain.
his arms and you're like, yeah, that makes
No, it's
sense.
alright though.
Yeah,
Like,
look.
my man can, bro. My man can't do nothing.
Are you
I already know-
crazy?
I already know the brain capacity he's got
Wallahi,
in
yeah.
his-
My happy place, anyone will tell you, is IKEA flat pack furniture, my fucking speakers, and a good playlist. I build a wardrobe. I build wardrobes for fun, bro.
Yeah, I hate that boy.
I love that. Little
Well, I
Allen
can look
key,
at it, yeah.
boom, boom, boom.
And the problem about these instructions with the IKEA, it doesn't say.
It doesn't say.
It doesn't
That's
say
the beauty
go from
about
1,
it.
2, 3, 4.
That's the
5.
beauty
Is
about
you
it,
have
bro.
to guess what the pictures
Yeah.
looking like. Yeah,
100%.
And it tells you A, B. This is the screw. I said, bro. Man, I got
Yeah,
time.
so go on then. Okay, go back.
Men
So-
used to go to war, you know.
yeah, man, we used to go
What
to
do you
war.
mean men used to go to war? One of them, man. Oh, look at this man.
Yeah.
Oh my days, they
Men
go to
used to
war
go-
then. Right now, Palestine fight go. What are you talking about?
Listen.
Bro, he's trying to finish.
No,
on
he's
that.
not, he's not.
Hussein has been on a mission.
Hussein's been trolling us. But listen to this. Alright, so go on. Like for you, COVID.
For I don't even know. What
No,
I was-
COVID. You started construction COVID.
So
Yeah.
COVID for me, I looked at it and I said, "What's industry's got money right now?"
Yeah.
Because in COVID, yeah, and this is what makes me laugh a lot about people. Yeah, they
Yeah.
get that one little secure job, but they don't know that one secure job. It surrounds itself around the economy.
Mm.
Yeah. If today there's inflation, it goes high. They need to get rid of stuff.
All right.
They're not making, so they'll get rid of things that they create. Especially watch out for roles that have been created.
Okay. Like you go, but when you say that, you always got to give an example.
I'll give you an example. They might say something like creative director manager.
Okay.
I don't like, bro, it's just a
Too many
waffle.
words.
Yeah,
Too many words.
But you know what it is, or it might be a role that is like, I don't know. For instance, you have a brand ambassador and then you have an assistant brand ambassador.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because they're looking to push it out. They've got a little bit of money extra. They're looking to put the market in, and they're looking to push it out.
Mm.
Does that make sense? But now when money's not coming in, who we cutting off first?
Assistant.
We don't
Okay.
need him.
Yes.
The brand ambassador is going to do everything now,
Right. Boom. saving
the wage there. But before there was money, it was paying itself.
All right.
Does that make sense? So I was looking at all of the stuff at that time in, I think it was like 2022, 2023. One of my business was going back down because COVID reopened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when COVID reopened, I used to have a company for
Can,
bikes.
yeah. Can you talk about that? Was legal action still proceeding or?
Yeah, I can't really talk to you
Okay,
about that
factor.
right now.
Cinema.
But for them, for sure, it was a good business.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So in COVID, it made sense.
Mm.
In COVID, it made sense. Now, once COVID came out, people are not going to pay for Deliveroo and Uber as much. And also, I was smart at a point. We done it as a rental service.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Instead of people purchasing electric vehicles, just like line bikes. Does that
Yeah.
make sense? But this one, you take it home for a week. You charge it at your house, and then you can use it for 8 hours per day.
Well, like a subscription service almost.
Exactly.
Alright,
So
boom.
something like that. So now when that was going down for me for a little bit, other things weren't. I looking at different industries. One of my friends was like, "Listen," he's like to me, he's a health and safety manager. This guy studied travel and tourism. Yeah, he went from travel and
If
tourism.
there was ever
A
a useless
yeah,
degree,
like, you know
it's
the
gotta be
degree.
that.
Like, I'm not gonna. I understand it maybe in like BTech.
yeah.
Like like in college, maybe college school, I would accept
Bro.
that.
I
In terms
wouldn't.
of like understanding.
My man
But
went
you
to
have to be
uni
a
to be
chick.
sky scanner.
No, do you know what it was?
Yeah,
No,
to
you
open jet
need-
too.
No, do
Yeah.
you know what it is? I can't bring him down because this what his true plan was to be a pilot.
Yeah, but no,
So-
that's
but then
not
it
how you
was
become
too-
a
no,
pilot, bro.
Then it was too expensive. At his time, it was looking at 100 and something K
So
to become a pilot, to learn it.
yeah,
Does
to
that
go
make
to like
sense?
pilot school because you gotta go to
pilot
school.
exactly. And then it was like you have to do a certain amount of miles,
Yeah,
and then after the miles, then you have to learn experience. Like it was difficult to get into that, and obviously we were living in a time of the UK where most of our parents are on JSA.